Welcome back to another episode of What Junk is Sarah Eating This Time? In today's episode we have chocolate chip cookies. And before I have someone popping up in the comments like, oh my gosh, you're so unhealthy. They're homemade, which means it's healthy. Same thing with this here cake. I know that it looks like it was made from blended up birthday clowns, but I made it myself. That just means it's perfectly okay to eat this with absolutely no guilt. On a serious note though, I do not eat like that all the time. It's typically only one day over the weekend while I'm filming that I just get this urge to snack. Today's look is actually a little bit of a tricky one. It took me several attempts to get it right the first time I wanted to do it, and I wasn't actually sure I could pull it off because I do have smaller eyes, but I do have some tricks that I hope will assist those of you who want to give this a shot. My first tip, start with the eyes. We are using a lot of black, and particularly if you're like me and you have a black that gives you a lot of fallout, you definitely do not want that messing up your foundation. So let's just jump right in and get started, shall we? First things first, I actually like to prep my eyelids. Psych! You really didn't think I was going to do a tutorial without these things, did you? Did you? Did you? I'm going to start by prepping my eyelids with a little bit of concealer and bounce it in with my damp, clean beauty sponge. And I'm just going to set that with a little bit of Essence All About Matte Fixing Powder. I've experimented with this look a little bit before, and the one thing I actually found works quite well if you don't have an eye primer, which I don't, at least not one I like. If you use a glitter primer, the one I've got is the Get Your Glitter On Glitter Primer by Essence. Why would you have a glitter primer without an eye primer? Well, I have this one. I, as an experiment one day, tried it, and it worked really well. It doesn't blend very easily, but if you use it intelligently, it's a good way to, it's a good backup plan if you don't have an eye primer that you like and you happen to have a glitter primer. This does require a little bit of a shake. I have found that it separates, and I've tried to squeeze it out before and nothing but clear liquid has come out, which was a little bit disconcerting. So I just make sure to really mix it well. My second trick with this look is start small. You can always add more to a look, but it's very difficult, especially with black, to take it away once it's on. So we're going in with a small amount of glitter primer first. I'm going to try keep it to the center. The last thing you want is to bring darkness too far into your inner corner, and that'll close up your eyes and make them look really small, which is not a cute look. Pat that in, and I'm going to get quite an intensely pigmented black onto a packer brush. Again, start small. If that's what you feel you need to do first, then do it. You can always build it up. Also, stay low down, because when you blend, it will blow this black out quite a lot as well. You can very quickly go to panda eyes with this look. You want to be super careful that you don't go over the top, because it's nearly impossible to fix. I'm going to go in with a teeny tiny bit more of that glitter primer, and we're going to pack a bit more black on, little bit by little bit. Okay, I haven't even reached my crease yet. This is actually slightly below my crease. I am going to go in with a brown and buff it out and smoky it up a bit. So if you bring your black too high up, it's going to get too intense. You by no means have to get this perfect, but I would urge you to keep symmetry in the back of your mind as much as you can. When you blow this out, you want it to be an even shape. This looks ridiculous. It always looks ridiculous before it starts to look good. Pretty sure Gandhi said that, or someone. And I'm packing this on with patting motions because I don't want to risk the black going patchy over the glitter primer if I had to swipe. Okay, this is as far as I'm brave enough to go with the black at this point. We can always go in again and intensify it if we lose some of the pigment through blending. Less is more with this look, less is more. I want to start blending this out, and I'm going to do that on a pencil brush. I dropped my Beauty Treats palette and smashed like half of the colors. Of course, it would break 2 of the 4 colors that I use most frequently in this palette. Why wouldn't do that? Luckily, I still got a little bit left, but I'm gonna go in with a dark brown first. The idea is to start with a very dark brown and actually almost even overlap the black just along that edge there. And then the higher up we go, we're going to go to a medium brown and then a lighter brown to really get as much of a flawless kind of blown out smoky look as we can. And then after all of that, if we need to intensify the black, we can go in with more black. I'm going to start with the smallest amount of that very dark brown. With small circular motions, we're going to start blending out that very harsh line of the black shadow. And keep this really low in your crease. I'm only just reaching my crease now. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. Junk food and spiffy musical numbers. Welcome to my channel. It's so easy to go panda eyes with this look. You have to be quite careful. You could argue that this look would have been quite a nice, sexy kind of date night look for Valentine's Day. I am aware that Valentine's Day has already passed. I just didn't have time, okay? I was too busy not going out for dinner, not getting flowers, and binge watching Zumbo's Just Desserts on Netflix. Okay, that looks better than I was anticipating. Now we're going to go in with our medium brown. I'm almost going to put that on top of the dark brown we've just done, but then blend it the teeny tiny witsy itsy bitsy bit higher. That's what happens when I have too much sugar, but it's okay because I made it myself. And I use brown sugar, so that also healthy. Most healthiest healthy that ever healthy. Okay, it's not perfectly blended yet, but what I do want to do is go in with my blending brush and that lightest brown, and then go over the crease area again and try get a very smooth blend from there. As I thought, I have lost a bit of intensity from that black shadow, which is okay. I'm just going to go in again and just starting low down, I'm going to rebuild up some of that intensity. I'm quite happy with that. This is the trickiest part done with, and I must say I was terrified. Definitely have to calm my nerves. Just in case I did get any fallout under there, I'm just going in with a little bit of my favorite toner from African Extracts and a cotton pad, folding it in half, and I'm just going to wipe any potential fallout away. I actually didn't get much. That's interesting. The last time I did this look, I basically colored in my lower face black. So this is an improvement. Also, if you wanted to, if you maybe blended a little bit too far down, you can just clean up that edge there. I'm not going to do too much because I'm happy with how my eyes look. That'll balance it out. From here, I'm going to move on to my face makeup. It hasn't changed much from my last 2 videos, so going in with these 2 primers. This one, all over the face. This one, T-zone area. For my foundation, my Catrice HD Liquid Coverage. I'm going to go in with quite a bit today. I really want to get a nice porcelain skin look to go with this very intense dark eye. I just think it's the most complementary. Going in next with a little bit more of my concealer in the usual spots. And bounce it in with my beauty sponge. From here, I'm going to go back in with my fixing powder on a fluffy brush. I'm actually going to pat it as opposed to swiping all over my face because I really want to keep the foundation as undisturbed as possible. Now, we've reached that time again. The brows. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different today. And by different, I don't mean I'm going to do them well for a change. Instead of going in with a lighter brown to fill in the sparseness and a darker brown to define them, I'm going to do away with the lighter brown and only use the dark brown to completely fill in my brows. Because this is such a dark, intense eye look, your brows can get lost very, very easily. If you do them normally, will almost disappear in the makeup. So you want to make sure that they're still present enough that they can hold their own against a very dark, smoky eye, because they are there to frame the face. I always say to myself, this time, I'm gonna do it right. This time, I'm gonna make magic happen. This time, my brows will be good. But that's probably not gonna happen, so let's not get our hopes up here. This does, of course, mean that my terribly bad skill level at drawing on eyebrows will be far more noticeable. But hey, life gives and life takes. Jeez, that took me forever. But they're on. They're not perfect, but no one was expecting them to be. Right, now I'm going to go in with a bit more black on a much smaller kind of fluffy brush there. Start building up my lower lash line with some black shadow. I typically don't go in very, very far because I don't want it to close my eyes off. I start from the outer corner and build my way in little bit by little bit until it's where I want it to be. Going in next with a pencil brush again, back into the lightest brown, and I'm going to start blending that out. Just going to run over it with a fluffy brush. This is the same one I used earlier, but I have not put any additional product on it. Okay, at any point, if you feel like you want to go back in just to intensify it, you can. I'm also going to pop a little bit of black eyeliner into my waterline. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. For those of you who have very small eyes, instead of doing black in your waterline, you can do nude kind of flesh tone or a white. You will have that brightness in your inner corner that will help open up your eyes. Next, I'm going to go in with my standard Too Faced I Met a White Light highlighter, quite intensely here into the inner corner and under the brow bone. This next step is optional, but I'm going to do it just because I'm going to wear false lashes. So I'm going to go in with my liquid eyeliner. This is the 2-in-1 eyeliner pen from Essence. Same one I use in every video. I just want to make sure that the bands of the false lashes are going to be completely hidden. 3 seconds and done. No need to be fancy with that step. Before I actually put my false lashes on, I'm going to do the rest of my face makeup. First things first, I'm not going to do a harsh contour today. I feel like the emphasis is on the eyes, so the rest of the face can just be nice and gentle. So I'm just going to go in with my angled fluffy brush and some bronzer and just do a light bronze. Just warming up the face a wee bit. I'm also going to keep the blush very, very light today. This is the Essence Matte Touch Blush in the shade Bury Me Up. It's just a neutral kind of dusty pinky color. I'm literally just, that's it. The tiniest, tiniest little bit of rouge, just so we don't look dead. Okay, I'm going to finish off the face with my Essence Glow to Go highlighter palette. This is in the shade Sun Kissed Glow, and I'm going to go in with the more fleshy toned goldy kind of highlighter, and that's going to hit the top of the cheeks I do tend to go a little bit overboard with my highlighter. I kind of connect my cheek highlighter with my brow highlighter, and then that all gets pulled up above my eyebrows as well. Also going to tap that on the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, and Cupid's bow. It's finally time for the lashes. I'm using Allure, those ones, in the style 080. While I'm waiting for the lash glue to dry, I'm just going to coat my lashes real quick with some mascara. You can use any mascara you like here. It's just to blacken your lashes. It doesn't need to be fancy. Lashes are on. I'm just going to coat my lower lashes with some mascara as well so they don't disappear. Not bad. This look, I think, definitely warrants a neutral lip. This is my Essence lip pencil in the shade Lost in Love. I chose this one because it's very close to my natural lip color, and I'm going to be very light-handed with all of my lip products. Just a little bit of a foundation there for the lips. The name rubbed off of this one, I'm sorry. An Essence lipstick in a very similar shade to the Lost in Love lip pencil. And finally, I'm just going to top that off with a clear gloss. And that is the final look, I think. I used to enjoy doing this look a lot when I was younger. I say that like I'm old, I'm not. I think it can be very scary to try and replicate a look like this, but please give it a shot. It is a lot easier than you think it is if you just are patient and take each step as it comes. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. Even the brows weren't bad today. But I hope you... Just stay. Ears. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look very much forward to seeing you in my next video. You enjoy the rest of your day, like a lot. Bye.